Yo, welcome back to another episode of the High Value Agent Podcast, where we inspire people to create a better life through real estate. Confidence isn't something that you want to feel or you wait to feel. It's not something that you wait to for it to actually like, oh, I feel confident. That's not how it works. It's something that you manufacture through skill, and you manufacture skill through taking action. Okay, I have a question. Do you walk into your listing appointments or your listing consult certain, or are you hoping that everything works out? Seriously, like, do you walk into your listing appointment meeting with that seller confident in your price range, confident in your presentation, confident in your data, confident in your approach, confident in knowing what exactly the seller wants? Or are you winging it? Are you going to wing it? Again, confidence is not something that you wait to feel. It's something that you create through building the skill. Here's the reality. Most agents that are in our industry are gambling. They're gambling. They're they're not actually presenting. They are getting in front of the client and they are gambling. Like there's a difference between winging it and actually having a presentation that you mastered. I tell people this all the time. If you're an agent and you have not been working on your craft and working on mastering your presentation, you are committing malpractice. You're going in front of that client, you're improvising, you're under pressure, you're not confident. And by the way, that is a great way to not build confidence. That's a great way to not build confidence. I really want you to think about this. If you were meeting with your, let's say you were meeting with a surgeon, there was somebody who is close to you that needed a surgery, not life threatening, but they needed a surgery done. And you are going to be a decision maker in this decision of who is going to do the surgery. And that surgeon shared with you, hey, listen, to be honest with you, patient, when I perform surgeries, I just kind of wing it. I just kind of hope it all works out. If you knew that to be true, would you have that surgeon perform the surgery for your friend? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. As a matter of fact, you would run away as fast as possible from that surgeon. You'd run away. But we as agents, we're showing up winging it when we're trying to help a seller, realizing we're not actually helping a seller. All we're doing is we're contributing to the negative connotation that is put on us because we deserve it by consumers about how we don't bring hardly any value to the table, which is why you're getting beat up every day about commission. If you are not building your skill set and working on a presentation and having the confidence to where every single seller you get in front of, you are confident because you know your presentation, you understand what is important to the client, what they want to achieve. And at that point, you can get in front of them confidently and present to them. If you're not doing that, you are a part of the problem. I can't tell you how many times, whether we'll just say a new agent, because this is probably going to land better. But I see this all the time on our team. A new agent, they've been in the business 90 days and they've taken multiple listings. And through that journey of them getting in front of that client and taking those listings, obviously their confidence is building. But let's add more context. They're beating out other agents to get that listing. New in the business, 90 days. And the reason why they're doing it is because from the get go, I make it extremely, extremely important for them to know and internalize that they have to become a master at their craft. Now, in 90 days, are they a master at their craft? No. But I promise you this, they've practiced hours and just to even get certified to take listings on our team. I mean, you got to go through a 12-hour like training. I mean, it's rigorous. 12 hours. And then you're required to practice it over and over and over again, even after you get certified. And we track our data so I can see, okay, you set 5 listing appointments, you met with 4, and you signed 1. All right, well, that's a bad percentage. So we need to talk about what your presentation looks like. Are you 100% following the process? Or are you got certified and then after that, you just kind of started developing bad habits and now your presentation looks completely different than it did when you learned what the presentation was because you kind of made it your own. No wonder why you meet with 4 and you sign 1. Oh, and by the way, that one person you sign is your mom. Like we track the data. I can see that and I can coach that agent to improve that stat or that data point so they can be more efficient. Here's the thing. That's the only way you get there. Repetition. That's the bridge between skill and identity. So you're not going to rise to the level of your goals. You're going to fall to the level of your training and your standards. What is your standard? Do you want to be okay as an agent? Do you want to have an okay presentation? Or is your standard that, hey, I'm going to be elite? I'm going to take this serious like Steph Curry takes his craft serious. I'm going to be in the gym getting up 1,000 shots a day. AKA, I'm going to be, presenting that presentation at least once a day and reading through the presentation at least once a day. So I'm actually presenting, role playing with a teammate or with a family member or even with myself. You can literally go through an entire presentation and you don't need nobody there. That's just being committed to the growth. But drilling the presentation over and over and over again until it's second nature, that's going to change just how you carry yourself, how you talk, your body language, your eye contact, everything changes. When you put in the blood, sweat, and tears and practice the reps, you're going to have more composure in real appointments. Period. But Antoine, what? Okay, cool, I do that. But what about objections? Yeah. Well, you tend to, if you have a very, very strong presentation, you'll be a pro and handle objections in advance. Let me say that again. Pros handle objections in advance. Amateurs wait for objections to be brought up. Now, again, should you know how to handle certain situations when a client brings up an objection? 100%. But that confidence and you being able to handle that objection is going to be based on the body of work that you've done leading up to that point through repetition. You'll get to a point, and this has happened to me. Now, again, I'm very blessed that through the trial and error and being mentored by some of the best in the business, our presentation is it's elite. It's elite as long as you understand it and you master it. I mean, you should be able to get 80% of the listings that you meet with. You should be able to sign 80% of them. The only time you don't sign them typically is going to be okay. That seller was just not a fit, so you decided not to sign them. But it's very, and I don't want to say it's rare, but it's unlikely that you get beat by another agent unless that agent is telling that seller, "Hey, listen, I'll do it for free." Which, yeah. But if that's happening, okay, it's hard to beat that. An agent is willing to do work and I get paid for it, okay. But other than that, I mean, you're signing 80%. You can handle the commission, the conversation. You can handle the price conversation. You can handle the I want to think about a conversation. You can handle, hey, why should I pick you over another agent question, right? You are extremely confident that your value is there because of the reps that you put in. Period. Certainty. Your job is to transfer confidence or certainty from you to the client. That transfer of certainty creates what we call conversion. And so, like, I want to walk you through this. You have you have taking action in the right activities builds skill, which builds certainty in your ability, which then builds accomplishments, which then builds confidence, which then builds trust in your community. Okay. If you show up and you're winging it, then you're going to be uncertain. I don't care how good you think you are at trying to play it off. They can feel that. They can feel it. They can see it. They can smell it. But they can also feel mastery, right? Like the people are hiring not they're not hiring you based on exactly what you say. They're hiring confidence, right? Confidence and commissions go hand in hand. They're going to hire the agent who sounds like they've done this 1,000 times before meeting with them. Period. Okay. That's just the way it is. But if your confidence that your presentation is meager, it's inadequate, you're not confident, you're not going to get that. Imagine, okay, I've put in just over the past 30 days 30 reps on my presentation for this one listing appointment that I got today. And you are also meeting with this seller for a listing consultation, but you've not practiced one time. You're just going to go in there and wing it. Who do you think is going to get the business? Especially with a savage like myself. You don't have a fucking chance, period. You have to commit to practicing and not relying on personality. Okay. You have probably heard before, like, and you may have been told this, oh my God, you would do great in real estate. You have such a great personality. Or, oh my God, you have charisma. I mean, you have a lot of friends and a lot of people like you. I promise you, that will not guarantee. As a matter of fact, I guarantee that if that is all you're relying on to be successful in real estate, and what I consider success is having a business by design that not only gives you financial freedom, but helps you create a life that you deem fulfilling. Okay. Like you build a business so then you could have a life later like nobody else has. And so that's success, in my opinion, in real estate. But if you're relying just on your personality to help you get to that point, you're never going to fucking make it. Never. Because I've never seen it happen. But I have seen somebody who has a dull personality, maybe even, not the, a lot of people don't even like being around a person, but they were a master at their craft. I've seen those people become multimillionaires. I've seen those people create wealth for their families. I've seen those people have fulfillment in what they do because they have more leverage and control over their day. I've seen that. So, when was the last time that you actually practiced your presentation? like out loud, not just read through it in your head, but like you sat down and you actually put a full rep in. When was the last time you did that? When? Every rep that you do, it's a deposit. It's a deposit into your confidence account. So the more reps that you do, the more deposits you make, the better off you are in your business and your family. So take what presentation, if you don't have a presentation, then you need to watch one of the older podcast episodes. I kind of give you a template for a listing presentation. And we, myself and some people on our team, we've done webinars in the past breaking down templates and how to do a listing presentation. Excuse me. But if you do have one, I would recommend you role play your full presentation at least 3 times before your next appointment. Okay. That's the way you do it. If you want to serve your clients at a higher level, put the work in, increase your standard, do the thing, do the thing. You'll thank me later. All right. All right. As always, you know what to do. Um, I'm here. I'm here to support. I'm here to add value. I'm here to remind. I'm here to just increase the standard of our community, which is why we call ourselves high value agents. And if there's anything that I can do to support you further, reach out to me. Like, comment, subscribe, leave us a review. You know what to do. Y'all be strong. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.